got some more scary stuff coming up.
Blah. Yes, we do.
A little less scary, a little more fun.
Okay.
I think this time.
This your type of fun, hey? You're,
yeah.
This is your lane.
Well, I don't know if it's my lane, but I tend to visit.
Okay.
Now and then.
Yeah. This is
Again, I'm more of a festive than a spooky.
Yes.
There's a bit of a war at my house where, like, I can't wait for Christmas, but Sarah can't wait for Halloween.
That's fair.
So we're both incredibly festive people.
For about 10 months out of the year, you guys are miserable.
Yeah. Yeah. I want a large collection of, like, you know, those old Santa dolls.
Yes.
Yeah. I want a large collection of them someday.
Why?
Because I like them. They're terrifying.
Yeah, they are.
Like, huge and obnoxious.
Okay.
That's my decor at Christmas. Is like random Christmas dolls and fucking Krampus stuff and Santas. And
Okay.
yeah, if anyone wants to send me a present, send me one of those scary old Santas.
Yeah, we got to get like a P.O. box for you.
The old ones, like the old creepy looking ones.
Yep.
Those are the ones that I like.
Yeah, that's that good stuff right there. Speaking of that
Anyway.
good stuff,
Yeah,
we got some creepy tattoos or spooky or however you want to phrase them.
This demented looking nun thing.
Hell yeah.
So there was a horror movie based on nuns a few years ago, and I'm wondering if that's what inspired this.
Well, I think this one is from the movie Nun.
Is that the one I'm talking about?
I don't know.
I think it was.
I
think
watch
I think I've seen that.
I watch like happy things that make me happy.
I don't like happy things that make me happy.
That's fair.
I like deep, weighty stuff, like
Yeah.
dramas and stuff. But I haven't watched too many really, really good horror movies lately, and I kind of really want to watch one right now. Like I was,
Like right now?
well, in and around today.
Okay,
You
yeah.
know, like over the next few days.
Hovering
I have that
around
itch
today.
Where you want to watch something really, like, not cheesy, but like actually psychologically terrifying.
Sounds not like my evening.
You ever
but
seen
that's
The
okay.
Antichrist?
No.
For anyone who's
That's a
seen that
doozy.
movie, they'll know what kind of horror movies I'm into.
Okay.
That one stays with you.
That's something you want.
Willem Dafoe is in that movie.
Man, he's amazing.
Strangely enough, it was like an indie movie too. It made almost no money. I don't know how they paid him or if they paid him.
He might have just done it for the love of the game.
Yeah, it was really, really weird. It was a
Sounds
strange.
weird.
He was the only actor I recognized too. Anyway, that movie will challenge you.
I look forward to not watching it.
So yeah, this is a cool tattoo. I like these kind of spacey watercolory backgrounds. We talk about this quite often.
Yeah, it's like this nun was like also like on stage at
Yeah.
like a show.
It's
and
got
he's
like
performing.
Kind of like a psychedelic vibe to it.
Yeah,
you know? It's
trippy nun.
tripping shit, tripping
Trippy,
balls.
creepy numb. Yeah, exactly.
But like, I could see this because again, anytime you incorporate background into the foreground like this, like it's very easy to keep going.
Oh yeah.
You know, like this background could just be consistent.
Keep on keeping on. Yeah.
The whole leg, and I love that stuff. I love these like kind of blackout, kind of not like color things that people do.
Yep.
And you don't see enough of it. Whenever you get to do something like this, I'm always happy watching it happen.
Yep.
Like the blue and like watercolory stuff that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not going to be super solid, but it doesn't need to.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's just got a cool look to it.
It's got a vibe, you know.
Strangely enough, most people probably wouldn't think I'd like it, but I really, really like color and black mixing together like this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think it's dope.
yeah, it's really cool. The face is great. Hands are not the best. But
Well, I was gonna say this whole thing we would have to see healed because like right now this is that highlight session where all of the white and highlight is swollen and all the others not so much.
yeah, who knows what this looks like in daylight? Right?
Yeah, because it'll probably settle out and look pretty chill. But right now it looks very upset.
Yeah,
which is
send the healed
understandable.
one if you can.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. Next up, Spooky Sleeve.
Spooky sleeve that looks like it was done in the 90s. You know what I mean? It's
Well,
got that,
from the photo, the blurriness.
it's got that this was amazing in the 90s feel. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like this is like, can you believe they did a portrait tattoo?
It
You know
does
what I
have
mean?
that
Like,
vibe.
It has
yeah.
that vibe.
The only thing that I will say is I know it's not because of the size. Because
No.
nobody was doing big portraits back then. Nobody was doing a portrait that wraps around the forearm or goes through the ditch like this.
Yeah. So
Nobody was doing that.
And the reason why I'm going to say that is because it doesn't look like this guy knows how to saturate very well, but like he knows how to do a portrait. Do you know what I
get what
mean?
you're
Like,
saying, yeah.
like he has the skill to do a portrait, but not the skill to put ink in skin.
Not to have that depth of black kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it's very washed out, and in places it's like he's in the right layer, and then he's not, and he is again, and like it looks really inconsistent in its technique.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how much of that is the photo or how much of that is the actual
this
tattoo.
is a terrible photo.
It's real bad.
Like, and they're showing off like this is supposed to impress you.
I
too.
know.
Like, healed. It's like, yeah, it looks like it's 45 years old.
Yeah, this is the blurriest thing you could have given me.
And that forearm, the front side of the forearm is just a disaster zone. Like, it really looks like you just need some black in there to sort out what in the hell is happening.
Yeah.
And I can see what's happening. I know who that is down there, but like barely. Like, it's a real reach. If these weren't really recognizable figures, you'd be questioning.
A fair point. Yeah.
You'd be like, what is this?
Yeah.
Pinhead's great, though.
Yeah. I mean, like, again, they're probably all good, but we can't tell at all.
Yeah.
Like, who the hell knows?
Can you
Here's
get
that
me-
same nun again.
Yeah. Yeah, another nun. So it's not that old.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's fairly recent. I really like Pinhead, though. Hellraiser's cool.
Yeah.
The Cenobites are really cool.
Yeah.
Like, they're doing
See,
another one.
Man, I haven't watched any of that.
Some of them are really, really weird. Like,
You don't say.
they're really weird. I can't believe they became mainstream horror movies because they're bizarre stories. Like, those creatures are bizarre. They're not your typical boogeyman type thing. Like, they have some strange motivations.
They got some quirks to them?
Some weird interests in pain and stuff. And it's just like, this is borderline fetish level stuff.
They had that Rick and Morty episode
Yeah.
kind of with that vibe.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas
yeah.
the people that got pleasure from pain or whatever.
Yeah, it's a little bit
cringing.
like that. Like the Cenobites are very strange, and I'm sure someone will comment more on that. But
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
I haven't read the Clive Barker books or anything like that. I'm not that kind of into it.
You're not too into
but
it?
Just
Yeah, it's
from
not
what I've seen, it's like,
It's not the Christmas Story.
how did this happen? Yeah, the Christmas story. Which man, does that hold up?
Yeah, it really does.
Good God.
All right, next up. Oh, here's a better photo of
Oh
them.
yeah, it's better.
Yep.
Yeah, so this
Still
better,
needs
but
some black,
still,
man.
yeah,
Damn.
It's just too much with the gray.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, holy crap. The better photo articulates the problem better.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You
Right,
need
you're
some
just
black
like,
in this thing.
Good God, could you sort this out?
Because it's not bad at all.
He looks like he's fading out of existence.
Yeah,
though.
you need something to support him.
He's like, I'm just barely holding on. His voice is fading away from him.
Yeah, he's just disappearing. All right, next up. There's some black.
Yeah, there's some black. We have this heavily edited photo of an unfinished tattoo. Yeah, this guy has no saturation in his skin at all.
Oh, yeah.
He's been dead for like 6 weeks.
He's paper.
Right? His skin should be melting off for how white it is.
Yeah, that's a no-no, man.
I hate seeing these where
Well,
they're
it's
taking
just-
out all the saturation.
It's not real.
No.
Like, none of this is how the thing looks at all.
God, this is like minus 80 saturation, plus 65 contrast, maybe minus some darkness or brightness.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, I'm sure in real life, this looks good.
Oh, of course. It would have looked better if they had not screwed with it so much.
Yeah, man.
People are just so afraid to show red in things.
Well, you're not wrong.
Like, can
Just
we have a
hiding.
little reality here? You spend probably 6 hours traumaing the hell out of someone's arm
Yep.
for this result. It's not going to be without red.
Yeah.
There's going to be some red in there.
Oh, yeah.
We need to get okay with that.
Yeah, because no matter what.
You can do a little bit. But
Or
this
just
is
go black and gray if you're really
just
that scared.
distasteful.
Yeah.
You know, when you do this.
But just don't make it look like the arm has like the depths of hell in it in terms of black. Like,
well, I
'cause
mean,
it
in this
doesn't.
tattoo, that might help. But,
Yeah.
like, I understand why you do that. You don't want to present this to an audience thinking that you just tortured this person.
Yeah.
Or, like, the algorithm might like it better this way or whatever the case.
I mean, it does create a striking image, but like, still not a real image.
It would have been striking anyway.
Yep.
That
You're right.
hand's going to be fantastic when they get it done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
It's
that
super
is
cool.
That is going to show off.
Yeah.
I can already tell what's going to happen there. That's going to be a feature piece.
Yeah. Well, keep sending him because
Yeah.
I like the piece. I
Let's
wish
see
it wasn't
progress.
edited like this, but that's fine.
Yeah, a little less editing next time.
Yes, please. All right. Next up.
Creepy stuff.
Yeah.
I was so excited when I seen these, and I read the little backstory, It's from someone who's been watching the show for a while, and they said, I don't know if these tattoos will fit in great on the Remy Reacts, but the way I get tattoos is me and my sister, I think it was her sister, we get a new tattoo every Halloween.
That's awesome.
I was like, that's a great tradition.
Yes.
And they're all just guys like this. This is where it's like, well, we only get one a year. We better make it the best fucking tattoo
That's
money can
wicked.
buy.
Yeah.
Right?
I love that.
Sarah has sleeves similar to this. Like her left arm developed, not color, black and gray, but it's like, the only problem is she's going to have to do dots and spider webs and stuff to bring it all together one day.
Blackground.
Yeah. Well,
she's
got some
sleeves.
pretty close black lines.
Yeah, you could black over those lines.
They're pretty, everything's pretty congested.
Yeah, that's fair.
But like, she wanted a patchwork sleeve. I'm sure this person will have one too eventually.
Yeah. Well, this you could do more like spookiness in behind it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, where it's color, it opens you up to some different options.
Yeah.
Right? Black and gray, you're kind of limited unless you want a color background, but most people don't.
No, you're not wrong there.
You end up with you could do like almost like a pumpkin motif with this.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
orange and green and shit going on behind
you
it.
could do like a crazy haunted castle even in behind it.
They're all really cool. The only thing is I would have had a harder outline on them.
Yeah, I would too.
They look like really soft for the style they are.
Yep, I would agree.
And they're great. Like on their own merits, like each of these pieces is cool. But just a harder border, I think, would have punched them out farther.
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet. Last but not least.
This is another one from the same person, actually, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dope.
I believe so.
I mean, it would make sense. This would track with the others.
Yeah. So, again, the same problem is present here. Is I would like a harder outline on the outside of this. Mm-hmm. The lines inside are fine. But the texture is really cool. I like how they've got some almost like, is it dot shading or is it stipple shading in the pumpkin? Not pumpkin. Some kind of
there's some like whip shading.
Yeah, I see a little bit of that going on. Yeah, they got a really cool texture here. I like how the orange condenses closer in the center, and overall the depth that they've got with the cup is really cool too.
Yeah, like they're doing some line weight work in this, but like you could go
do a lot
hyperbolize
more.
a little bit.
If you did, it would almost create more dimension.
Yeah, even just
depth.
your outline, like your like final border of everything, like that could just be taken up a notch, in my opinion.
The little creepy eye is really cool, and
it's great.
It does achieve its effect of looking in the front of things. You know, like it does seem at the forefront.
Yep.
But this person's really good with color.
Yeah, good job making a cinnamon stick too.
I would like to know the artist that did this because I'd love to see like if they do specifically Halloween style stuff or what the deal
or if
is.
they're just having fun here.
Yeah, or this is like what else do they do?
They're just also a portrait artist, and then this is what they do every Halloween.
Yeah, on spooky days I do this, right? But only on spooky days.
Yeah.
No Halloween outside of October.
Gotta love those spooky days.
Mm-hmm.